Still wondering if Canva Pro is for you? Well, today we are going to deep dive into one of its core features, the Canva Brand Kit. Let's go. What is up, everybody? My name is Ronnie. Welcome to our channel, the best place to learn how to use and to master Canva. If this is your first time here, by all means, subscribe to the channel because we have new videos every week to make you a better Canva designer. Now, today's topic is the brand kit. This is part of our series of Canva Pro reviews. Is Canva Pro worth upgrading? This is the question we are trying to solve with this series of videos. So let's jump into Canva right away. And if you remember, this slide right here is showing us the different Pro-only features, right? A better brand kit, magic resize, background remover, etc., etc. So what's on the menu for today's tutorial? Well, thank you for asking. There's gonna be 4 parts to this tutorial. In the first one, I will be talking about what is the Canva brand kit, why did Canva come up with such a feature, and how are you supposed to use it. The second part, I will show you how to set up your brand kit to achieve brand consistency, to create this visual identity within Canva that is going to be very useful later. Third part of the tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the brand kit from within the editor in order to save time while designing there. And then fourth, we are going to talk about why you potentially need the brand kit and therefore need to upgrade to Canva Pro in order to have access to this extended version of the brand kit. All right, so that's what's on the menu. Let's dive in. Okay, I am here on the Canva homepage, and the first thing I want to show you is simply where to find the brand kit. So brand kit is going to be here on the left side panel. There should be a button that says brand kit. When you click here, this is what you are going to see. Well, not exactly this, because this is my brand kit, or this is, better said, Team Rondi's brand kit. But yours should look somewhat different. It might be empty, or you might already have created some stuff in there. So let's start by giving a definition of the brand kit. The brand kit is like the fundamental brand asset that you need to create a consistent brand in Canva. So Canva broke it down to 3 core elements. Number 1, your color palettes. Number 2, your typography or your fonts. And number 3, your logos. So this is why you will find these 3 sections right here. It starts with your logos, then you will have your color palette, and then you will have your brand fonts right here. So let me switch to another Canva account that I have here to show you how it looks when it's empty, because this one is already completely built. We have everything in here. I want to show you how it looks when you're just getting started. All right, this is my fresh Canva account, and I wanted to show you how the brand kit looks like when it's empty. It looks like this. So from here, there's a big plus button. You can simply add your logos. So if you have logos, for example, let's say I want to add this logo of me, this photo of me. I want to add a Canva logo. I simply just add logos as I go. So this is really like a no-brainer. Just use the plus button to upload any logo. You can upload SVG files, PNG, JPEG, all sorts of formats that are supported with Canva. The benefits of using PNG files, for example, you can have a transparent background. Like you can see this Canva logo right here. We can see from the background, it's not white, it's kind of like checkered background. This means there is no background to it, which will be very useful later on when we want to use this logo on a different colored background, for example. So this is super important. Also, at this stage in the logo section of your brand kit, go ahead and use your different variations of your logo. If you have a logo that fits in a square format, just upload it here. If you have a logo that fits in a rectangle format, for example, for a website header or something, go ahead and upload it here. If you had a black and white version of your logo, go ahead and upload it here. This is the place where you add all your logos. And on top of your logos, I will also recommend uploading here some visuals you will use very frequently. So that could be photos of yourself, or it could be, yes, some headshots or signature that you might be using as a logo as well. So I would say all of these visuals that constitute your visual identity should be in there. All right, the second thing I want to show you in the brand kit and how to set it up is that you can upload color palettes. Now let's move on to the color section. You see, the second part here says brand colors. So the brand colors is very simple. You can create different color palettes. That is, if you are a pro user. So let's pause a second here and explain the difference between the brand kit for free users on the one hand and the brand kit for pro users on the second hand. So if you are a free user, you will only have the possibility to upload one color palette. And that color palette can only include 3 colors. So it's pretty limiting in terms of what you can do with colors, because 3 colors, let's admit it, it's not enough really to develop a brand and to create a visual universe, I would say, from which you will be creating consistently all your visuals in Canva. 3 colors is very limiting. So that is the main reason why it's interesting to go into the Pro brand kit or the extended version of brand kit, which allows you to have unlimited number of palettes and within your palette unlimited number of colors. So this is very useful. That's one of the differences between Pro and free. But it's super useful if you do have a large color palette. So how do you set it up? Also very simple. There is a little plus button here. So click on the color. For example, this one is white. I'll keep white, always useful to have white. And then you can just simply move your little cursor right here. You can also choose to move on the slider. So that is if you don't know the hex code of your colors. But me, for example, I do know my hex code. I have this very nice yellow that I use all the time. And this is the hex code of it. So I'm gonna just paste it here. So I have my yellow color. And so just like that, you can create really your color palette. For the sake of this exercise, I will add a couple more colors like black here and maybe an orange. Okay. There we go. So I have created a color palette that has 5 colors right here. I can rename this color. So I will rename this Ronnie's main colors. Okay. And I can go ahead and create other palette. I could create, for example, a secondary palette. The beauty here as well is that Canva is recommending me some colors. So let's go ahead with healthy leaves here and rename that Ronnie's natural greens. Ronnie's natural greens, why not? I can go ahead like this and create a multitude of color palettes. This is a very phony brand kit that I'm creating right now, but don't worry, it's just to show you how it works and how to set it up. Okay, I have my logos, I have my brand colors. Now let's focus on the brand fonts. So brand kit will allow you to set 3 types of text hierarchy. Let's put it like this. Text hierarchy, like you will have your main heading, your subheading, and then the text body. So these will match what you will find in the Canva editor when you start playing around with text. So the way it works, there is these little buttons right here, little pencils, to change basically the settings from these headings. So right now it is Agrandir Tide Black in 90. Okay, so if I was to change this for another Canva font, let's see, Aeron Heavy 90, that's good. Subheading is Beauty Salon Script in 70. I like that. I will keep it like this. My text body, I would like this to be Open Sans. Okay, Open Sans is really a clean font that I will be using for my body. 40 might be too big, so I'll go ahead and reduce this to 30. Perfect. So now I have created this text hierarchy, setting up these presets for my text boxes when I will create them in Canva. Perfect. Seems like our brand kit is ready, right? No, there's one more thing I want to show you, which is really convenient when you use the brand kit as a Canva Pro user. And this is a second difference between the free version of the brand kit and the Canva Pro version of the brand kit. So when you are a Canva Pro user, you will have this extra button right here that says upload a font. So this will allow you to upload a custom font, which could be super useful if you already have developed a visual identity for your business. This is where you will be able to upload that font, right? So uploading a font is very straightforward. Just click here and go find a font. For example, here I have a font that I have downloaded from the internet. It's called Hello. When I open this folder, you will see a .otf or .ttf file. If you're a Mac user, go ahead and use the OTF. If you are on a Windows machine, you can use the TTF. For me, I'm going to upload this one font. I will have this message asking me to confirm that I can actually use this font, that I have the right to use it. Yes, go ahead and upload it. Canva will upload your font, and then in a few seconds, it should be showing here in my brand kit. You see, I have my Hello regular. This is one of my uploaded font. You can upload like this a multitude of custom font, of unique fonts that you will be using that will not be available in the font library for other users. For example, it's your own font. All right, this is step one. We have set up our brand kit. We have created a visual identity for our project. So you can use and set up a new brand kit for a new project, for a presentation, for your brand in general, for your business in general. It's really up to you. So you can use it in different flexible ways. You can come back to it and tweak it. You can delete a brand kit and recreate another one. So it's really giving you this extra granular level of control, I would say, over a project, but also helps you define your visual identity. So this is one of the things I love about brand kit. All right, so now step two is to show you how you can save time based on this work that we've just done from within the editor when you are designing. So without further ado, let's just jump into the editor. I'm going to go ahead and create a design. So for example, I'm going to create an Instagram story like this. Okay. So this is my blank canvas for a story. Let's say I will be using a template. Okay, so let's find something interesting, not about the coronavirus. We are a bit tired. Let's use this one. Love wins, much better than the coronavirus. Okay, so I have this and I want to quickly apply my brand kit to this. So how do you do this? Well, you can go ahead and simply click on any element. You see, this is one element. I'm going to click on the background, and when I use the color button here, the background color, I will find my colors that I just set in the brand kit right here. You see, this is Ronnie's main colors. This is something I have created. This little dot right here indicates that this is something I have added to Canva. I have customized into Canva. And this is my Ronnie Natural Greens. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and change that. Same for this one. I don't want it to be white, but I want to use my natural greens here for both of them. Okay, so like this, I'm customizing this design right here, this template with my brand kit so that it looks good, it looks on brand, and I can go ahead and do this. Once I have something I like, I can use the copy style button to simply duplicate the attribute. But what I wanted to show you is that your brand kit is there. Also, let's add a page to this story. Remember, we set up your typography, your text hierarchy. Well, I will go ahead and use the text button right here. And now, if you remember correctly, we had our heading, subheading, and text body. And these are the three presets that I set in my brand kit earlier. So they are right here. You don't have to recreate, like go back to Canvas font, change the font type and then the size, etc. Just like your colors. You don't have to retype the hex code of everything. So this is really the reason why you should use brand kit, is that it allows you to save time in the editor because you don't have to recreate, to reinvent the wheel every time you design. So this is super convenient. The next thing I want to show you is the logos. Remember, we uploaded 2 different logos into our brand kit? Well, I want to show you where to find them here. So for that, you will have to go and use the folder button right here. and you will click on the shared with you. Okay, so there should be here a button that says logo. So click on that and you will see your Canva logo and your photo that you uploaded, that I uploaded. You will see something different, obviously. So I can go ahead and use that in my story right here. I can use the Canva logo as well if I want. This is how you use the brand kit. So these logos are right there, only one click away. This is another thing that I really love about the brand kit. As you go, you kind of realize the value of using the brand kit here is that everything is just right there, one click away. Let me show you one last thing, because you see there's one last dot right here. Canva is showing me something is going on here. So I want to explore this with you, and in order to show you what is this one last thing, in the styles button, I'm going to create another page and I'm going to add another template right here. So I added this one. Let's say I want to add another one. So let's continue with our theme of love and let's use this one template right here. The styles button is basically a way to quickly customize a template with your brand colors and your brand font as well. So you see I have some text here. I have some text. No, this is actually a sticker, it's not some text. So get designs made faster. Here you will find your brand fonts and colors to keep your designs on brand. Okay, I understand that. So I have some color themes going on here on this template. But if I click on styles, the first thing I see here is my brand kit, right? So my fonts, my two color palettes. If I want to use the Ronnie natural greens on this design, if I click here on the palette, Canva will change all the colors. We saw that it didn't change the color of the heart because the heart is a sticker, and so far we cannot customize stickers. So I'll just get rid of it. I will find another graphic for now. But what I want to show you, you see, is that my fonts here have been uploaded and applied to the design. So that's my beauty script and that's my body. I can also continue to shuffle these colors. You see, I have this button. If I keep pressing them, they will shuffle until I have something that I'm comfortable with, that I like. But the beauty of this is that you can use any template. Let me do it again to show you. You can use any template. For example, let's find one that has a lot of text and elements. Okay, let's go ahead and use this one. All right, so now if I go back to my styles and I want to apply the main color palette now, you see it changes the background. I can keep shuffling them, and if I want to adapt my fonts, there we go. We have this one here, which is my main heading, Enron heavy, and this one here is my subheading. All right, so this is what I wanted to show you, how to save time in the editor by using the features of the brand kit. All right, we are almost at the end of the tutorial. I want to use the rest of it to talk a little bit about some whys. Okay, so why would you want to have access to such a brand kit and therefore upgrade to Canva Pro, right? Well, I'm gonna give you a couple of reasons, but also I want to let you know that you can try Canva Pro for free, and this for 45 days. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description of this video. You can find it there and try Canva Pro, which will give you access to the brand kit and all the other features. You will have 45 days of this free trial, which is 15 extra days than if you were going to the Canva website. So if you want to try it, and you can cancel at any time, if you want to try it, you can use the link in the description. Now, why doing this? Like, why upgrading to use the brand kit? Well, I can see a couple of clear use of the brand kit. First, you use Canva all the time. You design a lot, either for yourself or for clients. But if you do use Canva a lot, you realize how these extra steps while designing can add up and really make your workflow longer. So the first reason is that you want to speed up your workflow. You want to have everything, like your color palettes, your different fonts, your logo. You want to have everything only one click away. So they are there in your hand side panel, and you can use them, drag them to your design. You don't have to manually type every hex code when you design. So this is the first reason. You want to save time, productivity. The second reason is that you really want to build that brand. Remember how your brand is a promise to your audience? It's a promise of something you will deliver, like something you represent that is in the mind of your customers, in the mind of your potential customers. So when they hear or see or even experience your brand, you want them to understand that this is your brand. So how do you get there? Well, by creating this brand consistency. And your visual identity is one very important component of this brand. This is everything visual about your brand. So using the brand kit will help you get there. It will help you achieve and maintain this visual consistency. That's the second reason why I would consider investing in Canva Pro to have access to the brand kit, to create this visual consistency. And then the third reason why you might want this brand kit is that you can upload your own fonts. So if you are a graphic designer, or if you are someone that already has a developed visual identity for your business, for example, for your brand, and that brand, that visual identity uses custom fonts, this is the only way. Canva doesn't let you upload custom fonts if you are using the free version. If you want to have access to this feature, you will have to upgrade to Canva Pro. So these are the three main reasons to achieve and maintain your visual consistency, to create a strong visual brand, to save time, so productivity in the editor, because you're only one click away from the fundamentals assets that are your visual identity. And number three, you can upload your own fonts. All right, we made it to the end of this tutorial. I will continue to explain the different features of Canva Pro, break them down just like we did in this tutorial during the next video. So again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, you are missing out. Go ahead and subscribe. That's it for today. I will see you in the next video.